speaker or muted.
Ready, guys? Afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us. Appreciate your time. Got Emirates Line Scrum Coach Julian Redelinghuys and Emirates Line Left Wing Edwill van der Merwe. You ready? We can go. Anyone want to kick us off? I don't see any hands.
I'll give it a go.
Go for it, Jan.
Cheers. I'm not alone. Yeah, Edwill, if I can start, if you can tell us how you're enjoying your time in Joburg, and I mean, you obviously seem to be enjoying your rugby and having a few good tries there.
And definitely, I feel like I've found my feet now in Joburg. I've been here for, I think it's 5 months now. So our family settled in. I'm settled in, enjoying Joburg. And I must say, really, like my teammates and the coaches have really made it easy for me to just slot in and immerse myself into the culture that we have here at the Lions.
He just wants to join the forwards.
It was obviously the Lions in the last few weeks, they started getting a few things right, and they started to play that attacking brand. And I mean, that must be something that you enjoy.
And that's very exciting. I say, well, firstly, like it sounds like cliche, but the credit must go to the coaches for working out the game plan, and then the teammates for executing that. And I'm just the last guy who receives the pass. So very happy with that. Very happy to be scoring a few tries at Emirates Airline Park, and hopefully there's some more in the future.
Julian, last one from me. If we can look at Wednesday's game, obviously the Bulls are not an easy team. I mean, they're serious about the Currie Cup. What do you expect, first of all? I mean, and it's an old question, but how do the Lions turn their Currie Cup season around, and what do you expect from the Bulls?
Yeah, Jan, good afternoon. Yeah, the Currie Cup guys are hard at the prep. I think they've done well. Yeah, it's obviously tough at the moment. The Currie Cup, I think the two competitions running at the same time, it's easier for the teams with bigger squads. But yeah, we got to make the best that we can. Yeah, and I think if you have a look at the guys, they are really keen to make a turnaround and play good rugby and yeah, be the best they can be. So we're looking forward to the game. The Bulls have been doing well, like you rightfully said, but we're looking for a good performance from our guys and just to make a step up. We know it's possible. It's within the team to do it. They just need to go do it.
Thanks, Jan. Ross, I see your hand up.
How's it, guys? Julian, over the last 2 weeks, you know, the starting front row has sort of been nullified a bit. You know, Cardiff managed to stop them quite nicely, and Munster also did very well, while the reserve group coming on then made big impacts in the second half. You know, the starting front row, we usually have had a fantastic season to date. You know, what sort of do you think's gone, well, not really wrong, but where they've been nullified in the last 2 weeks? And what has the, you know, reserve group done better when they've come on to, you know, pick up that advantage then?
Yeah, thanks, Ross. Thanks for the question. I think it was encouraging to see the guys coming on, bringing that extra energy and actually starting to dominate. And not only in set piece, but they actually in the loose, they played well as well. So yeah, it's always a team effort, and with the front rows especially. You can see a front row looks to the sideline early in the game because the front rows get tired. So when you have 6 really good front rows and they can strengthen each other on the day, when almost like you said, the first front row is nullified, then the second front row can come on and they can do the job. So that was good to see. There is things that we picked up in our analysis that we will fix with the starting front row. Not hard to fix, and then yeah, then we'll see the product this weekend.
Thanks. And then, Edwill, just on your side, you know, the last couple of weeks also, the Lions backline has really started firing. In the first 5 games this year, in those that losing run, you know, it was a bit flat and a bit toothless on attack. but you guys have really started hitting the line hard now over the last 2 weeks, making some good breaks and making some good yardage. Has that been a change in attacking mindset? Has there been a bit of a different system employed, or is it just more of the guys actually playing to the game plan better?
I think it's a bit of both. I think definitely as players, we're trying to eliminate our unforced errors, and obviously move the ball around, but also executing the game plan that the coaches put up for us on the weekend. And I mean, the better we do that, the better the result on the weekend. Obviously, as you said, that first few games didn't go away. And we have the 2 wins now on the weekend, but we're still working on taking it game for game. And looking forward to another good performance on the weekend against Ospreys.
Thanks, Ross. Heinz?
Thanks, guys. Hope you are well. Julian, I actually also understand a bit why there are questions, about the starting front row, just in terms of their proficiency or maybe just the impact, let me say that, at the scrums. But conversely, you as a scrum coach must be really chuffed with how firstly your front rowers and then the pack in general have been tackling, over the past few weeks. Because, there's been a lot of talk after the Munster effort of that, giant, defensive effort. And it must be quite motivating for a team as a whole to see, a group of front rows, make a whole whack full of tackles and throughout the season boast about a tackle success rate of, I think, 93% or something.
Yeah, that is good to hear. I think we have been driving quite hard lately. Is for all 15 guys to have a job at all times, and I think that's what you can see is these guys working extremely hard for each other, for the team, for his teammates, and that was encouraging to see. I think the one defensive set, I think it was 20 phases before we made a turnover. Vince made a turnover, and without giving away penalties. So, like you said, it's a set piece, but we're asking for more from the players. It's not just a set piece in the primary jobs, but also all the secondary jobs and the team and the jobs that make the team stronger and the off the ball work. So that was really encouraging to see, and it makes us proud. I think if Jock was sitting here, he'll tell you the same story, being defensive coach. I think it's time you guys ask Edwill some scrum questions.
But just to follow up on that, Julian, not that one wants to necessarily highlight guys and stuff, but just over, particularly this weekend, just the value of an experienced guy like Ruan Dreyer, coming on, like you said, as part of a substitution group, and making an impact. And I see he made all his tackles, and like really, had a high work ethic, that must be really pleasing to you as coaches also, that the experienced guys, just come up and just deliver the goods with some great cameos.
Yeah, spot on. I think it was, like you said, that's what you expect from the senior guys on the team, the leaders, is even if they come on, they can give stability and almost clarity and a little bit of calmness with the massive work rate. So that's encouraging to see it, and that's what you expect from the guys that have been playing for a long time, that knows the lines well. And I think Ruan's Dreyer's face said everything after the game. He has a broken nose and he's got a frickie on his head, standing like that. But he's just like he's got the war signs. But it was good to see the guys putting their bodies on the line for each other, working extremely hard, and then the result is so much sweeter at the end.
Thanks for those questions, Heinz. Carl.
Edwill, regarding the scrums and everything, is there any intelligent players in the front row?
As long as they go forward, I'm
Right.
Now, Julian, it seems like the house at the Lions is in order and it's a happy place again and everything. Can we then take for granted that from now on the Lions will be the Lions of all that we knew?
Well, that's a good question, Carl. I think 2 games is too early to say. I think everyone will agree on that. I think what we are trying to do now is to be positive, but to stay in the process and to keep working hard and doing everything we can in the week in the prep to make sure we put ourselves in a position to get a result on the weekend or a good performance. Let's not talk about the result. So I think for us, it's looking at the things we are doing well, and do keep getting improving in that. And then the things we aren't doing that well is to improve on that as well. So to stay in the process, keep working hard. But I think it's always better after the whole vibe, the whole energy, everything's better after wins. And I think the comeback win like we experienced this weekend was something that we haven't experienced in quite a bit, and it was really good. I think you could see the guys' excitement and belief. So yeah, Cole, we're staying within the process, but yeah, it is a different feeling in the camp at the moment.
Thanks, Carl. Can we take one last question before I release the guys, please? Everyone happy?
All good, my side. Thanks.
Thanks, guys.
Bye, okay.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah,
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
guys.
Bye.
Appreciate it. Enjoy.
Thank
Hetzelfde. Eddie, hy's 'n masjien, so